It's been a while since I made a video on this type of topic. So today, as you already expected by the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be talking about some more obscure, older, or nostalgic type of mobile games, not just racing games now. We're going into different genres now, different types of mobile gaming because there's fighting, puzzles, and all that kind of stuff. So let's not waste any more time and let's just straight into this one. Let's do it. The first game we're talking about is the Powerpuff Girls Flipped Out mobile game. This was based off the horrible 2016 reboot. Thankfully, I've forgotten about it until now. And it was developed by Grumpy Face Games, and it was released on March 31st, 2016 for iOS, and it was supposedly last updated on June 30th of the same year. So yeah, though despite the 2016 reboot being trash, surprisingly enough, this game I would say is actually pretty good. You see, this game is pretty much a puzzle game exactly, where you have to destroy all the monsters and punch them out pretty much. It's like melee style fighting combat, and you can play in two different modes, sugar and spice mode, where it's pretty much just you have to flip to the sugar mode to use pretty much your intelligence enough to match the same colored creatures until they explode, or you can flip to spice mode and just throw hands with the monsters instead, pretty much. And you can also just pretty much switch between these two anytime just by flipping your device each way. So yeah, honestly, despite once again, this game I'd say is pretty good. The graphics are actually pretty awesome. I really like the way the characters move around and everything. It's very fast and fluid, and I honestly love it. Kind of wish that this was kind of the animation style and show you would have gotten instead of what you've actually gotten from the show itself, because I don't think I'll let Shadow Streak explain it already. He already did for years at this point. So yeah, I highly recommend you wait. I don't know if you can actually play this game because it has been a while since it's been taken off the App Store anyway, so yeah, I highly doubt you could really play this anymore. I mean, I guess Shadow Streak found a way to play it, so maybe you guys can. I still haven't yet, though. Yeah, this game looks pretty cool, though. Check it out if you can, anyway. The next game we have is called Angry Birds Islands. This was a sort of village building game where, believe it or not, the birds and the pigs actually work together this time. So yeah, the pigs in this game collect and create the resources while the birds fight monsters and rescue their piglets, or just deliver resources during their quests. It's a pretty unique game in the Angry Birds series where you would never expect these two mortal enemies to actually be working together. So yeah, it's a pretty unique game in the series. I also really like it. It was developed by NHN Studio 629 and published by Rovio, of course, and it was released for beta on March 2nd to 11th, 2017, and in Korea, it was pretty much released on April 13th, 2017, though this game was only for Android. I haven't heard of any iOS release, so yeah. However, unfortunately, on June 26th of the same year, on the official Facebook page for Angry Birds Islands, it was announced that the game would be canceled the next day. So the in-app purchases were all disabled and the game was removed from the Google Play Store and the iOS Apple App Store on July 27, 2017. Now, you still can get the APK file for the game. You can still get it somewhere on some APK website or something like that, though it would require you to download additional data, which isn't possible because the servers are long shut down. So yeah, this game's entirely fucking dead, and that's honestly a shame because this game seems like a really cool take on the Angry Birds series in general. Not just a take, but a really interesting new entry in the franchise, since we have never really seen the birds and the pigs work together up to this point. Or at least I don't think that's happened. Maybe in an Angry Birds tune or something, but they're mostly just fighting off each other. In this game, you actually get to see them, what they would do if they actually teamed up. So I really wish this game actually survived for longer. Sucks that it didn't. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit was a mobile port of the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010, obviously console release. It was developed by Iron Monkey for iOS, Android, and the Windows Phone. Remember the Windows Phone? Classic times for smartphones and everything. It was technically pretty much exactly the same as it was for its other releases, but it was the third installment of the Need for Speed franchise to be released on a phone or mobile devices. It was released on November 4th, 2011 for Android and November 16th on, of course, iOS. However, the game was eventually removed from the App Store on August 28th, 2019, but it is still available for the people who had previously downloaded and purchased it. Now, pretty much the game has separate different modes besides from the main console release. We have the Eliminator mode, which is pretty much just the last position racer to drive through a checkpoint is eliminated. Of course, we have the classic Hot Pursuit mode and the road races and everything like that. But then we have the Speed Trap mode, where players have to pass through certain checkpoints as fast as possible to get the highest amount of bounty. And of course, we have the classic racer and cop type of rivalry and the career mode. We have interceptors, the power struggle, rapid responses, and that kind of stuff. Pretty much the same as the main game, but only condensed down to a mobile title. Honestly, seeing these types of graphics again in this game is super nostalgic. I mean, it's not the best, obviously, and things have gotten way better since then, but still, this type of art style, or at least styling graphically for a type of video game, is pretty charming to me, honestly. And I especially like the opening cutscenes for every time you open a race or a police mission. It really just shouts out how pretty much charming these visuals of the game are. I can honestly see this happening in a nice classic mobile game of some kind, besides from this one. So yeah, I mean, if for those who have previously downloaded this game and still have it, you're kind of lucky that you still have this relic here. And the last game we're talking about today is Road Smash. It was developed by Creative Mobile, the same people behind Drag Racing Classic, another nostalgic game. It was released on February 13th, 2015, and was supposedly last updated on April of 2023, but not the exact day of April that year. Anyways, this game is also a pretty simple racing game. Has you racing away from the police and just racing trials and stuff like that, and have you racing against different opponents from around the world and stuff like that. You can also customize your car's paint and vinyls and upgrade them too. Plus, you get to knock out traffic and police cars during gameplay, which is pretty cool. So there's not much else to say about this game other than the classic main menu theme. That stuff was fucking banging, man. That's pretty cool. And those were all the other classic mobile games I really wanted to talk about. Maybe I'll talk about even more, possibly, maybe just from different genres at this point, because I've already talked about a lot of mobile racing games. I think it's time I branch out a little more, talk about some more interesting stuff. So, yeah, see you later. Goodbye.